Thank you so much. Welcome to Politics Today with Apostle Regret. We are looking at ATIKUgate and how Sowore facilitated corruption. You see, I will play the video of what Atiku said concerning Sowore. They know each other.
The presidential candidate of the African Action Congress, AAC, Omoyele Sowore, took a swipe on Atiku, saying the former vice president was part of the power crisis facing the nation. But in the exclusive interview, Atiku said Sowore does not understand what the issues are in the power sector.
He has all along lived outside this country. He doesn't even know the policy implementation or even the policy initiative. So he doesn't even know because he lives outside this country. He comes every 4 years and contests for the presidency and goes back. He fails and goes back again. So what does Sowore know about this country? Nothing, absolutely nothing.
Then I will play the video of the confessional statement of Sowore of the services he rendered to Atiku Abubakar when he was at Daga Drum with his principal, Olusegun Obasanjo, the sitting president as at that time. It's left for the human family to judge. Sowore said, I'm confessing this for the first time. I will play what he confessed for the first time.
That I've never, at any point in time in my life, left issues concerning Nigeria. In fact, for him and others, I was a source of news while they were in office. Happenings in the government. In fact, when Garba Shehu used to work with him as an essay, he used to send me documents from their side. I'm revealing it for the first time, so as to counter Obasanjo in those days that they were each other's neck.
But the purpose of this video is to ask Sowore to tell the Nigerian people, how were you paid for the services you rendered to Alhaji Atiku Abubakar? When he brings out sensitive documents, pass it to Garba Shehu will pass it to you, with which you fight Obasanjo. Blackmail him, undermine him, run down his government, destroy his person. How were you paid? Because Sowore was paid through SPV. And he cannot deny it. You see, you will see the interview he granted to Sunday Spa, which I have flashed before, when he said he planted moles in Obasanjo's home in order to enable him achieve result, to do what he had been paid to do against Obasanjo. He has to plant moles in Obasanjo's home. And as I pointed out before, it's very expensive to plant moles, secret spies, under a sitting president. Whosoever is working with the president is very rich, very comfortable. So for him to accept to undermine that president by releasing certain information, giving certain details, you must pay very well. So Sowore should explain to the human family, how were you able to cope to pay the bill of those secret spies you planted under Obasanjo in his offices and all around him, even when he's traveling? How were you able to cope with the bill of those secret spies? That is to tell you how Sowore made himself an accessor after the fact of corruption, how he facilitated corruption, how he helped Atiku Abubakar to achieve his mission. Remember, he was paid through SPV. That's why we always say those who live in glass houses should not throw stone. You can't come up and start presenting yourself as a man that is credible, as a man that is a competent leader, as a man that wants to change the system, as a man that has not been this. You have been in the system. You work with all these people who are of questionable character. Sowore work with them. He worked with Atiku, and they used him also, including Tinubu, they used him also to fight Jonathan. And to blackmail him out of office for no just cause. They used him also to fight Jonathan. So, he need to tell the human family, how will you pay it? That's one question to answer. There's a second question Sowore should answer. Have you ever served as SPV for ATIKUgate? He need to answer this question. Because, like Rufai of Arise News will always say, let's bring all these things to the table. In fact, let the table break. All these things for the presidential candidates, all these dirty deals of the president, let's bring all of them to the table. All the allegations, let's bring them to the table. Even let the table break. So Sowore need to answer. You work for ATIKUgate. He used you to undermine Obasanjo, a sitting president. Sowore, tell the whole world, how were you paid? And also tell us, have you ever, at any point, served as SPV, Special Purpose Vehicle, for corruption? Have you ever? So you need to answer that question. Because we want to know those who are aspiring to be our leader. We want to know them, how they have lived their life in the past, their source of income, what they do to earn a living. We want to know. Everything should be brought to light. Let's bring them to the table. Let's interrogate everything. Doesn't matter, let the table break. So Sowore, the joke is on you. The ball is now in your court. How will you pay for the services you rendered to Alhaji ATIKUgate? As he will bring out sensitive document, pass it to Garba Shehu. Garba Shehu will pass it to you, which they were using to fight when they were at each other's throats. That's the confession you made. And you said, I am confessing it for the very first time. You are challenged now, Sowore. Confess also how you were paid. Were you not paid through SPV? That's one. Two, have you also served as SPV? Have you served as a conduit pipe to loot the treasury? Because these people know you and you know them. Have they used you as a conduit pipe to loot the treasury? You need to explain this thing so that the Nigerian people will know those who are asking for their vote. It's a simple thing. And if you do this, you will make our work easy. People will then know you. You already have confessed one. Atiku used you. You work for him. He used you to sabotage Obasanjo. That one, you will confess it. It's not an allegation. You are the one who confessed it. You said, I'm confessing it for the very first time. Confess two more things. One, how Atiku paid you. Two, have Atiku used you as SPV. If you do these two confessions, the matter will be settled and Nigerians will get to know you better. Thank you, Sowore, as you respond to this challenge. It's very, very important. Please. So, let us share this video so that Sowore will not claim he is not aware of this challenge. And may it please you to be part of what God is doing. We just want to know our candidates, presidential candidates, so that we will not make any mistake. We are not yet free from the mistake we made in 2015. We are still suffering from it. 7 years after, getting to 8 years. So let us not repeat it. We can't move from frying pan to fire. That's the essence of saying, let's bring all the allegations against the presidential candidate to the table. Doesn't matter the weight of it. Be part of what God is doing. Thank you and God bless you.